Ask me where to cop it, I'll admit it. Can't you tell that I'm riding with it? 5 or 6, I can't find those digits. Line them up and say, mind your business. Don't you know that my mind is different? Can't you tell that I'm riding with it? 5 or 6, I can't find those digits. Line them up and say, mind your business. Don't you know that I'm riding with it?
Guess who's back? Back again. Justin's back. Tell your dad. Yeah, just a little bit of update of what we've been up to. We've been super busy with a launch of a new program that we're working on, which is called the HMO Club Mastermind. And this is where we're going to be teaching a lot of people on a weekly basis, mastermind style, everything about HMOs. You know, people can come with their questions and we can get them answered. And there's going to be so much stuff that we come up with within that program, which is going to be very valuable. These videos and training courses. So we've been super busy working on that, super busy with the one-to-ones. But in terms of our own property portfolio, we've got 3 or 4 in build, we've got 1 in conveyancing, we've got 1 in planning, which is the pub still. Can you remember the pub, guys? Yeah, remember the pub? When I kept saying I'm going to complete on the pub? Yeah, guess what? We did. Planning got rejected. Yeah, but we completed anyway. If you've been watching these vlogs a lot, you would have seen that I've got a really good guy around me, yeah? A guy who I highly respect because he's young, driven, and he kind of reminds me of like how I should have been when I was 19, 18. How old are you, Arian? 17. This guy's 17. He came on here before giving some business advice, but like how driven he is now at 17, that's what I was like when I was like 25, 26. If I would have done it at his age, man, I would have been a multi-millionaire now. And this is what this guy's going to be. However, he's got some bad news, haven't you? What? Bad news for me?
Bad news for you, not bad news for me. I'm moving to Dubai in January in 2026.
Wow.
The business has been sold partially. I'm still here, I'm still involved with it, will always be involved in it, but it's the right thing, I think, innit, Justin? Like, this country anymore is not what it used to be.
No.
And
I mean, this guy's saying it's not what it used to be. He's only 17
I'm
years
only
old.
17, yeah. From what I've heard, like, it's not what it used to be. It's hard to make a success, and it's just not for me anymore, so.
Have you had many years?
All the time.
Really?
All the time. Going up through school, oh my mates used to rinse me. Car wash boy, oh.
Car wash boy.
All of it. So it used to be I used to hate it, but it's fueled me for what I am today, and now they all have like changed their stance and their viewpoint, and now they appreciate and respect.
So the next milestone,
yeah,
you're going to Dubai.
Going to Dubai, starting real estate, getting
me some gas.
Yeah, investments, opportunities. It's crazy out there, as everyone knows. So
yeah.
I want to secure people that, you know, relationships I've made in the UK through Valeton, secure the relationships here, but then also try and introduce them into the market in Dubai, because it is phenomenal out there. I mean, it's just
next
crazy.
level.
Yeah,
It's next level. That's crazy. 17, I mean, I know I keep on saying it, but like just the mindset for a 17-year-old. But here's the thing as well, like this is what social media can do, and just like I've always said, there's never been a better time on the whole planet to make money, because like the blueprint is there. So like what Arian has done is not just made it up himself. Like there's been people that's done it in the past, and he's seen it and he's like, right, I think I can do that. Yeah. Quite passionate about cars anyway, because you like cars, right? Yeah. So people have set up like car valeting companies before, but I'm going to take it to the next level and take it to social media. And then when you go to social media with a business, you've got like everyone at your fingertips, and the businesses that fall behind are the ones that don't start utilising social media quick enough.
Massively.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get him on the vlog again, because he goes to Dubai in January. But what I want to do, and the reason I love doing this, I've said this, is because we are going to look back on this in 5 years. And when Orange's out there and he's settled, me and Ray are going to go over quite a lot anyway, like we do every year. But we're going to be buying some assets over there and some investments. So we're good to look back on this and say, remember when we were sat on Justin's doorstep? Now we're at a beach club in Dubai, living the best life.
That's the dream. That's
the dream.
Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you, guys. Good morning, guys. So today's the day. Today is the day that we're doing a little bit of a site visit. Yeah. So one of the things that we do teach is to be present on social media. So the reason that we put on this site day today was so that people can come down to site, they can get some social media content. I've said, come down with your ideas, videos, we can create some reels, we can get some pictures on sites, but also we'll be sharing some knowledge, some value, and some information about what it is that we do in Nottingham on these HMOs. We've actually got Scott turning up soon. Scott is my very good friend of mine. This guy I've got a lot of time for, I've got a lot of respect for. He actually reached out to us and he admittedly said himself he's not in the best position, you know. He's very young, he's very eager to learn, he's very driven, he's very passionate about learning, yeah, pulling the lessons out of everything, finding people that he can learn from, just extracting every single last bit of information from them and using it in his own life. And when people are like that, like, you got to hold your hands up and say, this guy's a grafter. And he actually reminds me of myself maybe 5 or 6 years ago, where I was exactly the same. Anyway, I'm going to get out his arse because I've just bigged him up too much. Scott, you're still Scottish and you blow bagpipes. So guys, Scott's on his way. He's going to be turning up in a minute. We've got the gaffer here. Anything you got to say, Ray, to the day? Anything you look forward to? Anything you're not looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Nando's and seeing everyone.
I'm looking forward to seeing everyone, yeah. I like seeing everyone. I like seeing Scott, I like connecting. Don't know what's going on with these lights, we're not having a rave. But yeah, Scotty boy's going to be here in a minute, so we'll get a few words from him. In fact, he's here now. Scotty boy. Shagging wagon.
Yes, team, just took Justin's shake car out for a drive.
Shows you bagpipe in the boot. This guy is, I'm not sure if any of you know, but he's a record holder for playing the bagpipe for the longest period possible in Scotland.
Mate, I'm like, was it the pipe piper?
The
haggis start following.
This guy's alarm went off 20 minutes ago and he lives 2 hours away.
I know.
The fuck's all that about, Scott?
8-hour drive. Hi, Ray.
It's come from Scotland, have you guys seen that, yeah? Right, we've got a naughty little let's fucking go with
Wilson Scrambella.
a little bit of fucking scrambella. Yeah, this is how we start the day. So we're gonna go sightseeing, we're gonna get some footage, show people around. Bin stinks. See you there.
Ask me where to cop it, I'll admit it. Can't you tell that I'm riding with it? 5 or 6, I can't find those digits. Line them up and say, mind your business. Don't you know that my mind is different? Can't you tell that I'm riding with it? 5 or 6, I can't find those digits. Line them up and say, mind your business. Don't you know that I'm riding with it? I'm riding with it. You can't see the signs.
Yes, guys, so I'm here with the newest member on the one-to-one mentorship, Brian, who is from Liverpool, right?
Yes.
And all of these guys have come down to look at a few HMOs, share some knowledge, do a little bit of networking.
We're picking up little tips and tricks.
Of course it is. Yeah, of course it is. And that's why I say to people, like, people say, is it worth me coming down? I just say, listen, if you want to do a bit of networking, yes. But even if you just pick up that one little bit of information that you can implement in your own business, then it's fucking worth it, right? But we brought this for £205,000. Day one, it was a 5-bed HMO. Day one, it was worth maybe 280, 300. So we could have just quickly brought it, put it back on the market, made fucking 80 grand in profit. But we've turned it into a 6-bed HMO. Revalue on this one is going to be around 550. We did plan to spend around 160 on it because, as you can see, it's fucking massive. We've got this size. We've had to do a little extension. However, it came with its problems. But what we teach everyone is we can put offers in based on a floor plan, yeah, and get offers accepted based on the floor plan, but then we have to visit, yeah. The big mistake we made was we purchased it without even visiting it, yeah. So day one when we turned up, in fact, we got a message from my builder and she said, what we're doing with all the structural problems. And I said, by this point we'd already bought it. We said, what structural problems? She said, well, you're not seeing the big fucking red discs outside the house. So we turned up after we'd brought it and was like, oh fuck, they've got some structural issues. So these discs are structural ties. Because it's an end terrace, it needs to be supported. So that's a structural rod which runs from this side of the building all the way to the other side of the building, and it's just pulling it together so it doesn't fall. But by us not viewing it beforehand and then buying it straight away and not fucking turning up and having a look at them, then it's cost us an extra maybe 20 or 25,000 pound on structural stuff. We've got fucking steels everywhere. You can't see them now because the floors are in. But that was a big mistake, a big lesson that we learned. Obviously, we've got to view, even if we've had an offer accepted, don't buy without viewing. But I'll be honest with you, I probably would have viewed this and looked at them and thought, ooh, nice little bits of decoration. Why they put them up? Honestly, I didn't know what there was. I'm just being honest, I didn't know what there was at the time. What you can potentially do is structural issues come up during the build. You can sometimes negotiate with the lender to allow you to draw down more money. Yeah, and say, here's the problems, here's a structural survey, here's the builder's quotes to rectify that, can we borrow a bit more money? What they're going to base their decision on is what the pre-valuation was, because they're always going to borrow a certain percentage of the pre-val value, and if you've already maxed out on that, let's say 65 to 70%, then they might say there's not enough, we just can't do it. It's like a tick box exercise. So we didn't actually ask our lender for more money to do the structural stuff, we just put our investor funds in to pay for the structural stuff ourselves. Although because it's such a good deal, we had such a good pre-valuation, we probably could have asked a lender for that money, but borrowing more of them we don't pay no drawdown fees on our loans, but we would have paid quite a higher interest than we would have if we're paying 8% to our investors. But the reason I like this as well, and I like my mentees to see this, is because we've got the spiral staircase. A lot of people just can't vision what a spiral staircase looks like. We've got the side entrance as well, although that is new. We already did have a side entrance, but it is going to be very similar to what you guys are creating when we move the entrance to the side of the house. Spiral staircase throughout, 2 bedrooms on each floor, and then a communal in the middle. Refinancing around 550. So if we would have built it out for 160, which was the original plan, 205 purchase, it probably would have been an all money out deal. But we had to do all the structural stuff. So the structural works, which has been around 20 or 25k, is the money that we're leaving in.
It's a 9-bed now.
It's a 6-bed.
6-bed.
9 beds is the next one that we're going to. That one's exciting. What I want to say, yeah, and I just want to put this out there, Ray fucking loves this. We had a competition. So I wanted turquoise on the walls, and I actually put it into ChatGPT, and this is actually a big tip here. What I done was I took pictures of the rooms, and I uploaded them onto ChatGPT on the paid version, and I said, can you turn this into a HMO bedroom? Can you put furniture in it? Here's my feature wall. Can you put the colour turquoise on that wall? And the rest of the walls, I want them to be in off-white. So it created it, and it made it look so good. And at that point, I was thinking, I want it to look like this.
You got it or you're out. That's the
Shut up, shut up.
I did not use no chat GPT, whatever.
Ray, no, but so that's what happened. Because I like the turquoise colour that it provided and the off-white grey, I said to it, what colour is the turquoise? Can you give me a code? And also, what colour is the grey? Can you give me a code? So then it brought up the turquoise colours, and it said, this one's Dulux, this is the code, teal or something, and it's fucking not turquoise, yeah? So don't use ChatGPT. Let's go in. Let's go in.
Come on then.
I ain't reached my final form. I got a teach inside a storm. I gotta reach inside it. No, I don't need beside him. By and large, I don't preach no violence. Wifey right beside him. I am calm. I am different. I enlisted. Fired up but not find the mischief. I am one to find time and listen. Lighten up the entire district. I am one to take time and find it. If they hate, they can't ride beside us. New whip. This time we ride it. All my people know out of towners. Yeah. New whip outside is different. Ask me where the carpet, mind your business.
I just think it looks tacker. Yeah, it's not turquoise. Yeah, that's not turquoise. So I've actually got the picture. This was meant to be the colour. That looks turquoise to me. That looks.
It's got a light on it. That looks blue as well.
Well, I don't think that's turquoise. Well, I uploaded that to ChatGPT and I said, what colour is this? And it said teal from Dulux, and it's a turquoise. I might not have enough floor plans for everyone. No one. These just fucking get chucked in the bin anyway, don't they? Yeah, this is bedroom 1. A lot of people say, how big's a 14 square metre rooms? And when they get them on their floor plans, they're just a little bit like, is it going to be too small? Is it not? So this is really what I would say the minimum a bedroom should be with a full kitchen setup. Yeah, because in some councils, they'll allow 13 square metres for studios. That's what I mean, 13 in Warrington. So if you do that, I don't mind that, and tenants are probably going to maybe prefer a smaller room with a kitchen in than not a kitchen in it. But that's why I always say anything below 14, if it can be 13, then put a little tea station in. What we have when we have a full kitchen setup is we have 3 600 units. This one's actually got a little bit more, so it's got a 300 unit at the end because we wanted some drawers. Yeah, but when you're doing a tea station, you can keep it as 2 units. Yeah, 2 600 units, and it's going to make it small, and it's going to give you that space as well. But also what we do like to do with the kitchens is the kitchen worktops are always going to come in 3 metre lengths. Yeah. So what most of the builders will do is when it gets to the end, they'll just chop it off, yeah, and just fucking chuck it. We've paid for it. We prefer to extend it, have that as a bit of an eating area, desk area, work area, because if you haven't got that, you're going to have to provide a desk somewhere anyway for them to eat.
Go in the same place, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. So it's always good to provide that. Then you've not got to provide a desk. And then what we like to do is provide a TV as well, which is going to go over there. This is a type of a built-in wardrobe. I'm not the biggest fan on this one. We tried to save some money. What we've done on a lot of our others, and what you've probably seen on the story from Ray's HMO, is we sometimes have doors on the wardrobes, because then it comes with architrave around it, it comes with a door, and I'll be honest, it just looks better. This one is obviously like a bit of an open plan one, but what I always recommend is if you have a built-in wardrobe like that, then try and get it wide enough so you can get some chest of drawers in there as well. That's generally going to cost around £300 per wardrobe if you have it like that, maybe a little bit more if you're going to have the door on it and stuff like that. But storage is everything for these tenants. Like me and Ray are very guilty back in the day of not even providing a chest of drawers, literally just providing that as storage. It's not enough, is it, Ray? No. What we like to have as well, And just to maybe save some money, and it depends on like what you want it to look like, we always get the electrician to just put a pendant, standard pendant in the middle of the room, which is, you can't see it on this drawing actually, you can't see the general arrangements. And then when it comes to a second fixing, we'll get these delivered from Amazon. The electrician puts them up for no extra cost, but we save money by not putting spotlights everywhere. We will always have spotlights in the communals, staircases, and also we'll always have 3 spotlights that are running along the top of the, top of the studio, top of the studios, and also in the suites. We used to tile everything in the bathroom, and we always recommend everyone when we're getting quotes to up spec it, so have everything tiled there, have the best kitchens, have spotlights everywhere, and then when the build quote comes in too high, then we can down spec in places. If it comes in where we need it to be, perfect, you can keep all that, you've got a really high spec HMO. But what we have started doing is just half height, and then in the shower cubicle, because then I quite like it as well when you can sometimes paint the top of it like a different colour, sometimes a dark colour, and I just think it looks nice, like a nice little bit.
Interior design.
Listen, I'm done with designing. Honestly, I'm done with designing. No more for me. I don't want to do no more of these. It's actually quite fucking stressful, especially when you turn up and you see this shoddy thing. Although we can still change it.
Is that colour you chose, you mean?
No, it wasn't.
Colour and design.
It's more stressful.
Is that turquoise?
I think so. It's the same
Looks
picture.
exactly the same as that picture.
No, turquoise.
Gonna do a weekly vlog and stop again for 3 years.
No, I'm not. That's you on your 75 hard.
That is feelings that.
No, I'm not. No, actually, yeah. He's saying I'm not consistent. Only because I like watching it. Yeah, good, because I've started again. Look, Scott's gonna start opening out, Scott.
Oh, aye.
These kitchens are actually better than the look. What are you laughing at? It's true. They are better than they look. They look dusty, of course, but underneath they're matte. Yeah, so if we pulled everything off, they look gloss at the minute, but they're actually matte. What we do like to go with now, and we never used to do it, I don't know why, is when we're designing our kitchens, when you put in any cupboard space and if it's coming round a corner, always have it a straight top at the top because it just looks uniform and it looks neat. Ours haven't always been like that. And also what we started to do recently is have the built-in extractor fan. Because before we used to have the cupboard unit stopping, and then it used to be like the old shitty chimney extractor fan. Yeah, the silver thing, which I don't think looked too bad. Most of our HMOs have got it in, but that just looks a lot better.
Is that Howden's kitchen?
Yeah, it's Howden's kitchen, yeah. But yeah, other than that, in here, this is just for 2 tenants. This is actually 14.2 square meters. We've had to put the cylinder in here, 300 litre cylinder. We've got the boiler up there. We've actually put that in a cupboard as well. Although a lot of people would just leave it exposed. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I just think it looks a little bit neater. But the problem is, and I think this is why I've lost the competition, we've got really high... No, this house has got really high ceilings, especially on the ground and first. When you've got high ceilings, I was saying this to Ray, it feels less homely. Feels more industrial. Yeah, so I was always fucking swimming against the tide on this competition. But all of these floors was in, and it was a 5-bedroom HMO. The reason we had to take out the floors because the joists that was in was shit, rotten, not big enough to hold like a kitchen and a bathroom. And also, because we had to put the staircase in the middle, all of the joists was running that way, and we had to then put in the spiral staircase, along with all of the other structural stuff as well. We had to put a full cube steel around the staircase. I'm not sure if that's the right terminology, so I hope you're not recording that. Well, we had to put all steels all around the staircase and fix it into each side instead of the steel rods, although the steel rods are in as well. So we kept the floors at the same level. There was no point dropping it. This one is naughty, guys. Yeah? The reason this one is naughty, because it was an existing 9-bed. Yeah? No en-suites, no studio-style rooms. We purchased this for £325,000. So many people, this was on the market for a very long time. Expensive, ran down, 9 bedrooms, no en-suites, no studios. I can't see where I can add the value because the bedrooms are already there. We got the architect in, we planned en-suites in the bedrooms, no structural changes, no loft conversion, no extension, studios in the bedrooms as well. So we worked with what we've got. All we've done is adjusted the bedrooms. We then had a pre-valuation of £730,000. Yeah, so it's gone from 325 to 730 by spending £130,000 on it. People was looking at it thinking, we just can't do much with it. We can't see where the value add is in this because it's being sold. We can't see how we can bring it up to where you can spend on it and then pull your money out. So just by adding studios and en-suites, you're doubling the value because you're doubling the rent roll. Yeah, so I don't know what it was making before, maybe £35,000, I think it's going to make about £80,000 now. This is the communal, actually. This is going to be for 5 tenants, because there's 4 studios, 5 normal rooms. Going to have the kitchen running along there, nice big breakfast bar down here in the middle. We're actually going to have like a little sofa area here and a TV up on that wall. It's actually going to look naughty. Like this communal space is going to look like really good.
14 minutes ago.
Received a payment. 25 grand. Is that investment?
Yeah. It's a new one.
That's how we do it, guys. That's how we do it.
That's not even me.
So in here, pretty standard here. This had small rooms at the front. What we could have potentially have done is this room knocked through the wall and had as a big studio. The same upstairs, but then we would have lost 2 bedrooms, so it would have become a 7-bedroom. Just wouldn't have worked out on the numbers. So this actually hasn't got its own ensuite, but because it's in Article 4, it's in very high demand. You don't really need to produce anything too special to rent them out. But what we would do in this situation is, because there's no USP, so to speak, except from a pretty decent sized communal, we'll try and spec this room out as much as possible. Really nice feature wall, really nice artwork, maybe some built-in furniture in terms of like a desk and stuff like that. Maybe a bigger TV, and just make it as nice as you can.
The bathrooms upstairs as well, aren't they?
And the bathrooms are upstairs. But that's the risk that you have to take, right? We know they're going to rent. Are they going to rent for what we want them to rent for? Probably not.
What do you think on a room like this, realistically?
The studio's $850. Usually for an ensuite, I would say in Nottingham Article 4, maybe $7 to $750. These ones, I have a feeling these are going to go for $650. Yeah, I do think they'll go for $650. It's still not bad at all. Yes, guys, so we're concluding the day, and yeah, it's been good. We've had some laughs, we've shared some knowledge, we've shared some value. Scott's over there doing that because he's got COVID.
No, he's just got a leaky bum. Like.
Yeah, I've just trumped. And Scott actually told us something in the car. But it's been a good day, yeah, good people.
Sorry, but it really stinks. Like, it really stinks. I can't take it anymore.
In every thought, there's probably like 1% or 2% of success. So you need to be taking it as much as possible.
He talks shit out of his mouth like this, our sons to God.
Right, now serious, yeah? It's been a good day, yeah? Good laughs, good mentees, sharing some knowledge, sharing some value. What's the biggest thing you took away from it, Scott?
Seeing things in person, like seeing things in person, like see when you do like Justin's mentorship or something, a lot of it's like calls with him each week or in the group chat. A lot of it's, you know, you're either doing it yourself or you're like doing a lot of it online. And when you go around in person, touch people's projects and like actually get to see what people are talking about and doing it, and basically you're walking around something that's real. And I think that definitely has like a huge longer term impact on someone's like self-belief, you know, because they're like, holy shit, it is real. It's not just photos on my phone or something on YouTube, you know. So a bit of advice I'd give is just reach out to people who you know that are doing projects and just say like, can I come around and just ask you a couple of questions and stuff. And because it kind of restores your belief, makes you think, okay, it is real, you know. You got to see it, because like the floor plans are really creative that we come up with, and what we do is very different, you know. Like this wasn't a thing 5 years ago where you was going into a house, you was stripping out the floorboards, you was lowering them, you was going into the loft, you was extending. It wasn't a thing. Like people see that as over development. I see that as creative development. So it's good to show people that the winding staircase stuff that we do, the kitchens, the designs that we do, because like if anything, you come to a day like today, you're going to take some lessons, you're going to pick out little bits of information, but even if it's things like, oh, I don't want to do that in mine, oh, I can see he's done this, but I'm not going to put that in mine. Little things like that can potentially save you a lot of money or create you a lot of money. So, and what I recommend as well, if you've watched this video and you've just watched it for like entertainment and you know, like you're just having fun watching it, try and watch it again with a pen and paper, because when I was recording, and I've been doing this for like 1.5 years now, and when Justin was talking about things, I was like, fuck, that's so simple, but I need to know that, Do you know what I mean? So like, when I'm like watching this video again, like I'll definitely be like taking notes, because there was so much like little nuggets of value like spread out. Yeah. So whether you're like a veteran or whether you're just starting out, there's always going to be something that you learn. That's why it's like good to go to people's projects, because they'll have their own creative way of doing things. Like we're adding this for this reason, like because of this like bit of area, we're going to include this, market towards these kind of tenants. Like everyone has their own little creative like ideas and strategies. Guys, Scott loves it. I can't. If you're watching this, you can't think I'm weird for not liking the smell of the inside of his arse. He's weird. Do you know what I mean? How can you not like the smell of a Trump?
Do you know what I mean? If I'm around successful people, mate, and they're trumping, I'm sniffing every last bit of that. Yeah? Because I'm like, whatever's gone into their mouth and come out, like, it's gone through some sort of success. Yeah. So I need that in my system. Isn't that right?
Oh god, you do everything 100%, even the smell of your farts. Like
That's what I mean.
It's actually rotten. I'm trying to absorb it, trying to learn from it. This is unique value. If you get to know well enough, it's unique. Oh mate, that just hit me there. I breathed it in my mouth. Like that's not all.
That's how we do it, guys. I hope you like the vlog. Like, follow, subscribe, tell your dad, tell your mum, watch Justin and Ray and Scotch Egg.
Yes.
Yes.